Trump dance. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falah in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how was your Tuesday? Did you watch the State of the Union? I know you did because you were on the TMT chat for a while.
Yeah, I was watching it. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting too, and it's curious because what I was kind of hoping we'd get some aliens or we get some Epstein thing where he'd basically say, "Look, if I opened up all the Epstein files, none of you people would be here next year." That would have been funny, but he didn't do that. So I just was kind of curious. I guess we can get to this in the news segment, but just off the top of your head, well, let's wait for it. Let's talk about it in the news segment because it's relevant to what you talked about. Was it on Monday or was it on your own show Sunday? I forget. About there were different actually it was last week, wasn't it? There were different plans. There were different ways that Trump could approach last night.
And, I think it was Monday.
Was it Monday?
It's all blurred to me now.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk
I'm
about that.
I'm working so much, I don't know. I think it was Monday.
It's hard to be right all the time and keep track of all of it, Jen.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to be right all the time. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the usual stuff. I wish I have a word for this segment besides the skip over segment. Don't forget, should you miss any shows, you can always go to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can pick up all kinds of information about everything Mike Bara. You can look at the shows we do here. You can look at last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday show, Monday show. You can look at articles I've written over the years, videos I've done about famous UFO cases, interviews I've done with people in the UFO community, my getting to be more and more world famous interview with AJ Gentili over at the Y-Files. We're up to 1.3 million views on that. Keep watching, keep giving us your feedback. We do appreciate it. Lectures I've done, like my Ancient Aliens and JFK lecture, where I tie in the assassination of the president to the alien presence on Earth, something I was a little bit disappointed we didn't get to hear much about last night. Also, you'll get my schedule of upcoming appearances, which is actually starting to fill out a little bit. The next one will be the Alien event in Los Angeles. And if you were to go to alienevent.com, you could see the schedule for panels and guests and things that people are going to be there at the Sonesta Hotel, the LAX Sonesta. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually, I'm getting in on Thursday. So be a good event. Everybody come on out. Lots of cool people there. Although some of the people listed in this schedule are not actually going to be appearing, but that's another issue. That'll take you, if you click on the other videos, it'll take you directly to the Rumble channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen, where Jen, this keeps going to the wrong account. I know I streamed to the right thing on Rumble. It's so stupid. But anyway, go ahead and follow us over there on Real News Live with Mike and Jen. That is the channel, not Real News Live. I should change that to be Mike Bara. Anyway, and when you're over there, you can subscribe for a mere $5 a month. You can support the show. Keep the doors open, help us pay for the software. And you can also hit this little green button in the lower right-hand corner, and you can Rumble Rant. What a Rumble Rant does, or a subscription does, is it gets your question to the top of the slush pile when it comes to question and answer time with Jen. Like if you have a question, will I be an M or a B? Jen can give you that answer if you, and you get to go first. You get guaranteed to get in if you should subscribe or Super Chat or Rumble Rant. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over on the CBDGurus.com. You get all kinds of CBD products for your health. Just hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, no capital A, no S on the end, just Alien. Get this week's specials. You'll also be receiving some Bolivar with each order. You can pick up the energy gummies, the broad spectrum gummies, the oils, the Delta 8 gummies, which are wonderful, the Lotion 2000 skin lotion, which keeps you looking young and supple, And the X-Freeze Pain Roll-On, which is absolutely wonderful stuff. I use that on a fairly regular basis because I'm old and shit hurts all the time. So absolutely difficult stuff, important stuff to have on hand. So Matt and Lucas are over there producing all kinds of cool new products for you at all times at the CBDgurus.com. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based holistic vegan supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, your donkeys, and also for yourself. They've got great products like the Mush Puppies and the Mojos and the special sauce for the dogs and a special sauce for the kitties, the special kitty food. The Mojos are great. Chill Doggies for a dog that has separation anxiety, needs to calm down. Mush Ponies for large breed dogs, donkeys, and horses. And the Enforce line of mushroom-based supplements for consumption that will help with your health issues. I know Kristen and Diana, the mushroom ladies, have used these products and had amazing personal results themselves. They've also got gummies for kids to supplement their nutritional needs. They got coffee, they got chocolate, they got starter packs, they got body balms. Everything is right there on MikeBaraPets.com. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com, MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. She's a certified pet nutritionist. Whatever is the problem with your fur baby, ask Jen, ask Diana. Between the two of them, we will get your fur baby on the road to better health. Links in the description to all this stuff, along with our friends over at LifeWave, where you can get the LifeWave phototherapy patches, these incredible little patches, which are just actually crystals woven into a little cotton patch that you stick on your body using the science of phototherapy. It reflects back your body's own infrared emissions, stimulating the growth of stem cells. Depending on the patch itself, a certain frequency will be produced on the stem cells, and it will heal a specific part of the body. There's all kinds of cool stuff there. They got the X39, the X49. I've been using the SP6 and the X39 together, which is something you need to do. There's also the Ice Wave patch for pain, but I've been using them for months. I've had great results. I've lost weight. I've felt better. My health in general continues to get better in spite of days like yesterday. So the LifeWave patches over there, also link in the description. Those are really amazing. And people like Joe Evans and friends of mine, I got a dozen friends now that have used these to great success. Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com this week?
Okay, the sale at jenniferfalaw.com this week is on my interdimensional psychic development classes. These are 9 video classes that I will send to you, and you own them. You can go at your own pace, and you can learn how to project your consciousness in meditation and seek your own answers, your own healing, and wake up. And these are skills that you will use for the rest of your life. They are on sale right now for $222. That is a savings of $377. So if you have been wanting to take my classes and get them for yourself, get in there now, get them, email me after so I have a good email to send them to you too.
That's a great deal. That's a great
Yes. Deal. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can go to philosophy.com. Click the blue buttons, keep hitting book until you get to the page where you can choose from a reading. It'll allow you to purchase and schedule yourself. You do not have to email me if you have scheduled yourself. And that's it.
Okay, that's what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com today. All right, so in case there are some new people in here today that haven't been here before, I have something I would like to tell you about this lady next to me, Jennifer. Jen and I have been working together going on 5 years now. And anybody who thinks that what she does is not real or her talents are not on the amazing side, I would refer you back to the week of November 21st, 2021, where a couple of days before that Friday, on Wednesday, she told you President Trump or someone very important is going to be flown onto the White House lawn in a helicopter on Friday at 6 p.m. and sworn in as the president. Then I would go to Penguin 6, the YouTube site, the YouTube channel Penguin 6, on November 21st, 2021. And Joe Biden left in a motorcade. He didn't take Marine One. He left to go to Camp David in a motorcade at 5:30. And right before 6 o'clock, Marine One comes in. It lands on the White House lawn. And you see people get out and mill about on the lawn. Okay. So do not doubt this woman's capabilities. No matter how often we might miss or hear something that turns out not to be exactly perfect or true, she has a talent. She has a track record. That's why I work with her. That's why I stick by her. And I am never wavering in that. And you want proof? Go check out that Penguin 6 episode, because it's exactly what she said was going to happen. Happened 2 days later. That's my endorsement.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And we're going on like 5.5, almost 6 years now.
That's crazy, because
I don't remember what our anniversary is. I don't remember exactly when we started, but I think
it was shortly after the election. Shortly after the election, actually.
No, it wasn't. It was 2020.
Was it?
And I think it was like September or October of 2020.
Okay. Well, that may have been your
Patrick probably knows. She would, at that time, for years, She was writing down everything I say.
Right, but we didn't start doing a show together for a while after that. So, all right, let's give you the news update, such as it is. The news update is consistent across the board, across multiple sources. That update is it's Friday. That's what I keep getting told. Things are going to happen on Friday. Now, some people on the bond side tell me the bonds go on Friday, but they've also, the bond people used to tell me, oh, the bonds go and then the RV happens sometime after that. Now what I'm hearing is the bonds and the RV are going to go on the same day. And I'm told repeatedly that day is Friday. I've also been told by other sources it's never going to happen on a Friday because the banking alignments aren't correct. But I consistently hear that it's in the next couple of days, aiming for Friday. I believe even TNT Tony has said Friday, and he's getting his information, trust me, not from the people I'm getting it from. So I believe there is a plan right now to implement this basically on Friday, and we wait and see what happens. I am told that medbeds will follow in a week or less in terms of revelation, and that these things will be happening all very, very soon in the next couple of days. So that's where I'm sitting. That's what I'm waiting on. And that really, Jen, is all I have. I have other things I've been told that I can't talk about because I promised I wouldn't talk about them. So, let's go back to last night's State of the Union. Let's just go to Crosstalk. I don't think you have any new Gentel, do you?
No, but the State of the Union information was in the Gentel.
It was, so let's review that.
Yeah, well, it was not canceled. Good, because I feel like that would have been a bad thing.
You saw that as a possibility. Yeah, you saw that as a possibility.
Yeah, it was a possibility. Possibility the State of the Union is canceled. Trump is waiting on a call. Must have received the call because he seemed in good spirits. Military operations in Mexico continue through the week. 2 possible speeches for Trump. I think we got the nice version. So I have a feeling on that he is getting what he wants from possibly Iran and other places. Now we'll see if they stick to it.
Yeah.
They like to do that. Oh, yeah, we'll do this, and that, and then we have to go bomb them. But he sure threw in some zingers there. I mean,
he took them down. Yeah, well, he basically challenged them to stand up for American citizens over illegal aliens, and they didn't. So now everyone who's waffling in the middle knows which side the Democrats are on. Not yours, not America's. So that was masterful, I thought, the way he did that.
Yeah, it was. And when, what did he have them all stand for? if you believe that the United States should protect U.S. citizens over illegal aliens, and then they didn't stand, screwed themselves. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then the parents of the Ukrainian girl who got murdered on the Charlotte bus or public transportation train, they wouldn't stand for her. Oh, I stand with Ukraine, except the Ukrainians in America that get murdered by fucking criminals that have been released by Democrat judges 12 times. That I'm not going to stand for that. In other words,
well, I think that Elon Omar, she should have been removed. They should not allow the cat calling from the audience for anybody, no matter who the president is.
Right.
A total lack of respect for the office itself.
Well, they did remove the Wolfman, Al Green or whatever his name is. He was removed, but he was holding up a sign comparing black people to apes. And really, how smart was this? You pick a guy who looks like the freaking Wolfman to hold up his sign. I'm just not very smart, Democrats. They're so stupid. It's shocking. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions. It's good that we got the nice one because, like you said, that means he's getting the cooperation he wants, which means that clears the way for what we want to happen, which is the RV or the bond movement or whatever to take place in the next couple of days, which I'm hoping that's the timeline. But there's a couple of things he didn't mention, which I thought he would bring up, which is he did not mention the alien thing and space aliens. And I'm curious he did talk about it this week, so it's not like it wasn't newsworthy. But what was the conscious choice behind not bringing up any of that stuff? Is that going to, and is there a timetable? Is that expected to come next week, next month?
It's probably still classified information. And it wouldn't be smart for, it's okay for him to talk about certain things at the State of the Union because that's a worldwide address. But to come out and start talking about aliens and things like that, and I think he has to go do something to declassify that information before he can talk about it. Because what we saw, he said about Obama saying that, that there were aliens. He said that Obama talked about classified information and he shouldn't have. So he basically told us right there that there are aliens among us. But it would not be politically smart to talk about that at the State of the Union.
Yeah. Hi there, Audrey, you stupid twat. It was historic because a president that was elected by the American people, unlike Joe Biden, actually gave a State of the Union speech. And a convicted felon in your kangaroo courts by a bunch of judges who hopefully are going to swing from nooses in the near future. And, he was found liable for supposedly abuse by basically a crazy woman who's been determined to be a liar. And, the January 6th rioters, guess what? They weren't rioters. The rioters, it turns out, are all feds. They were all federal agents like Michael Fatone, who needs to go to prison as well. It's amazing how you have all this information at your fingertips and you're still a psychotic lunatic. Bye-bye, Audrey. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay.
Well, the thing about the aliens is that he could have mentioned it in passing. He doesn't have to reveal anything or say that they're real. He could just say that we're going to have an investigation and we're putting together a commission and we're going to have meetings about this. But he chose not to do any of that. Was it just that he wanted to focus solely on the practical political aspects of yesterday? Or is there a bigger plan to go with this stuff later on?
I just think that he probably couldn't talk about it yet. And that if he did, it would have given the Democrats some reason to start, and the news to start saying, oh my God, he's lost his mind, whatever. Or he can't do anything to give them any ammo against him. Like if he were to talk about something before it was declassified, that would be bad.
Okay. He's already talked about it. But yeah, okay. That makes sense. Now,
not giving specific information.
He also didn't bring up Epstein, which, he's been getting hammered pretty good on Epstein. And I think rightfully so. I think that they should be doing more than they've done. on Epstein, and
He
I
called
thought
out Nancy Pelosi though for insider trading.
he did, but it's like as long as he doesn't bring it up and simply point out all the people that are clearly implicated in stuff, or educate people about what the Epstein files really say, which pretty much exonerates him of any wrongdoing. As long as he doesn't do that, then it leaves them ammo to come at him with. And I was kind of expecting him to punch back on that a little bit.
What's with all the stickers they were all wearing that said
I hate
release redacted files?
Oh, that they're trying to make it out like Trump is hiding the Epstein files, when in fact he is the only president who's released any of them, over 3 million of them. So they're trying to character, and that's why I thought, thought he would at least have said something like, all you people are saying that we're covering up the Epstein files. We're the only administration that's released them. Obama had them, he didn't release them. Biden had them, he didn't release them. I arrested the guy, and now we're releasing the files. But we're going to make sure that victims don't get re-victimized in the way we release them. He could have said that and basically put it back on them, and he didn't do it. And I'm a little surprised he didn't do it.
It just wasn't the place for it.
Okay.
Okay. Also, everybody's watching the State of the Union. Children, older people, sick people. You don't want to shock anybody too much at the State of the Union and cause a problem.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be politically smart for him to do anything like that. But he did show the nation how ridiculous, but everybody knows, but how ridiculous what traitors the Democratic Party is, at least in Congress.
Yep.
I was hoping he would do. He was talked about getting rid of taxes, income tax.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping he'd do more, but I didn't want to I knew I shouldn't get my hopes up on some kind of public address like that, especially the State of the Union address. It's going to be seen worldwide.
Yeah.
I kind of think that he is about to get what he wants, or is getting what he wants, especially because, especially because the financial timelines in the yearly forecast readings this week. So I've got this red line, okay? Let's see if I can do this backwards. So I've got this red line, and normally, and 0 is your normal income. And so we're looking at any increases on this financial line graph. So this week it went straight up. Just that's how short.
Yeah.
And I was like, I checked on it several times, and every reading I asked again, give me the truth, let me see it, and it's right there. I'd say, there's a possibility. And this was not just when we get some kind of trigger or notifications. This was when people had an appointment.
Yeah.
This is when they had money in hand.
Actually, something in the bank. Yeah.
It could happen today, tomorrow, the next day.
Let's hope that's what is going to go on. I think personally, he's using the Epstein files to leverage people in Congress for their votes. And on the SAVE Act, once the SAVE Act is in place, Democrats will find it extremely difficult to cheat and without getting caught. And that's when I think things will be secure. So I think he's definitely trying not to expose it yet. He's just telling people, this is what I have on you. I'll put it out unless you vote yes on the SAVE Act or something. So a lot of what we're seeing is theater, but I wish they'd get on with it. So personally. All right. Let's switch over to questions. Remember, questions for Jen must include your real name and the real name of the person, pet, or entity that you may or may not be asking about. So let's go ahead and get to the questions. Jen, I think we're going to start today over on the Rumble side. And let me do a screen share on that and see if we can find a configuration that works. I know you hate this, but no. No. Try to get a good one, Jen.
That's boring.
It's probably as good as it's going to get.
I'd say put us bigger. That's kind of boring to watch.
I know. I can't make you. It's hard to make you bigger. But
well, can you? And you freeze up when you put it on the screen. Just read the questions to me. Put us back on.
Okay.
I'm just thinking it's boring to watch a list there that we can't read anyway.
Leanne wants to know if she's an M or a B.
Or not. I think that's probably a triple M.
Good for you. Good for you. Elise, ALYCE, wants to know if she's an M or a B.
B.
Okay. Chuck you, Mike. I guess Chuck you, Mike. Mike H. When do you see me leaving the U.S. for a long working vacation? Thank you.
A long working vacation?
Yeah.
March, April?
March, April. Okay. My Bizins 207 is now a monthly supporter. He's got his little red castle. Thank you. Carrie Swan wants to know, when do you see me receiving my first retirement payment?
First retirement payment?
Yeah.
It's either end of April, beginning of May.
Okay. Sue V says she's parenting her 16-year-old grandson Cam with a C. How can I better connect and parent him? Like just advice from the big J.
How old?
16.
Oh, well. Just do your best, hon. It's not fun. Structure. Rules and structure. They're going to hate it. But that kid, if he's got too much time on his hands, he'll slack off and get lazy and start getting into trouble.
Okay.
Keep him busy.
All right. Cynthia L wants to know if you see her moving to Galveston Beach, Texas, and approximately when? Like a month. Galveston Beach, Texas for Cynthia L.
June.
Awesome. Frederica, hi Rika, we love you. When I asked you about Vincent and I going to the Caribbean or Mexico, you said the Caribbean, but not in March. And you were saying something else and Mike cut you off. What was it? I don't remember doing that, but
It looks more like April now because this has moved so many times.
Okay. Donna wants to know if she is going to be an M or a B.
B.
A B. Ryan Wilkins wants to know if he's an M or a B.
B.
B for Ryan. Terry says her German Shepherd Ruby died on Sunday. I'm really sorry to hear
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
You tell me if she's all right and if there's a message for me.
A man came and got her. I see her laying down, and then she stood up, looked up, and there was a man there. And he took her home.
Oh.
She's fine. As far as a message, no. But I know that she has been back several times.
Okay. Bonnie Gunn would like to know if she's still getting Doge and tariff checks the 1st of March. Is that a possibility?
I wouldn't plan your life on it, but I did see it coming in for around the first week of March.
Good. Good.
I just saw the third, so we'll see.
Letitia says we are still waiting for the release of the rest of our inheritance trust. I'm told it is with the tax people for review. Will it be released soon? So Letitia is looking to see when her inheritance trust is going to be released.
End of March, mid to end of March. It's coming up pretty quick.
After, it'll be released after you don't need it.
Yeah.
Erica, okay. Sunflower Callie's asking about her granddaughter, Erica. Will she make it safely from California to Virginia?
Gets there okay? Yes.
Okay. Karen, Patriot Nurse, one of our favorites, Karen, says her German Shepherd. I wish we had a name for the German Shepherd, Karen. It would make it easier. But she says the German Shepherd has major anxiety. Could you tell me what the cause is? Because I wonder if he was mistreated prior to me adopting him from a rescue. I would like to help him heal. One thing I can say is get him some chill doggies from the Like Bara Pets folks and see if that doesn't help calm him a little bit. It does work really well.
I think he came from a home that there was always some big loud bangs. It's really noises. Anything like it's the same thing with humans. Like I feel like any minute now something's going to hit me. Like what's that noise? Like is something else going to happen? Like a very explosive home where somebody's always doing something, dropping something, kids running around, getting stepped on. I think they would slap the dog. He'll get used to the peace. Yeah. I would just like he doesn't like lots of loud noises or anything in the outside. He's just afraid something's coming and he's going to get hit or something.
Okay.
That's the only way I can explain what I'm feeling from the dog.
Yeah. Elizabeth says, can you tell what is causing my heart problems, breathing problems, and chest pain? I think it's my heart, but my cardiologist says I'm fine. Sounds like anxiety.
Anxiety.
Yeah. Look, I'm not a doctor, but I will tell you this. I don't really have anxiety ever, but I do occasionally take clonazepam. My brother takes it for anxiety, and it is really good stuff. Makes me sleepy, but it's really good. It's really good stuff. So talk to your doctor about anxiety.
I use essential oils, chamomile, lavender, clary sage for women. Balances the hormones, just anything calming. I didn't think that they, a long time ago, that they would be as effective as some medications, but they are.
Yeah.
I solve everything with teas and essential oils. I'm not on any kind of medications. The only thing I ever take when things get bad is Advil. And don't come at me. They're all bad, but sometimes you need some Advil.
Mm-hmm. Debbie P is concerned about the new Venezuelan currency coming out. Will we still be able to exchange the old stuff at a higher rate? Now, that is interesting because if the new Venezuelan currency is coming out, that could mean that we're very close to it. RV.
He did talk about Venezuela last night. What did he say? Something about, they're going to be a rich country again. I can't remember what he said. You guys can remember.
Yeah, but she's concerned that we're not going to be able to exchange the old stuff, which seems unlikely to me.
Instruments of debt in this financial system. Before you change to a new financial system, you have to bring in the instruments of debt and pay out what they're worth. Okay? If they introduce the same type of currency, like the same lower denominations, I believe that means that they revalued. I don't know if have they changed the name of the currency.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the new currency. I
Okay,
only care about the old currency and whether I can turn it in. So
you can't just if people are holding instruments of debt that have value, you can't just suddenly say, "Oh, we're sorry." Um, you're SOL because this has no value anymore. You have to have an exchange period. So yes, they will still take the old.
that's part of the RV basket, as I understand it. Although I had a discussion on that this morning, and that boulevard did not
They
come.
changed the name. Because that's my, just what I think is like when we go, like, we know that we've seen ATM machines and everything that say notes on them the last couple of years coming out. And if they're going to change it to the U.S. Treasury note or the U.S. note, then all the contracts that say dollars are null and void. And that's when you don't have any more debt. Okay? So if they change the name of the currency in Venezuela, then the same would be true, and that would be part of Jasara. That would be the debt jubilee starting. Did they change the name of the currency in Iraq
No, it's still going to be a dinar.
at all?
Nope, it's been a dinar forever.
Okay. So that's what I get confused with that, but we'll see. But yes, they have to pull in instruments of debt. We have to have an exchange period and give you something for them.
Okay. Rose wants to know if the Chicago Bears are going to stay in Chicago or go to Indiana.
They stay.
They stay in Chicago. Oh, that's a surprise. Wow. Okay.
Chicago doesn't want to lose the Bears.
All right. Jenny says, I applied for a couple of jobs. Does this lead to a new job?
As of now, you're not going to need it, but keep going. If it goes on, if it's delayed again, then in a couple weeks, yes.
Okay. By the way, Coda was the German Shepherd's name. Get Coda some chill doggies and be really sweet to that dog. Protect that dog. Okay. Kathy Weber wants to know, will I be building my new house or buying property with a house on it? Thank you very much. Will she buy or build?
Build.
Cool. Amber says, can you see what my mom and dad, Paula and Rich, look like after they come out of the med beds? Praying that it's soon. Interesting. They're going to look like younger versions of themselves, I would
What's
think.
the, who's asking?
Amber.
Paula and Rich. Gabriel. Let's see. Mid-40s. Yeah, they look good.
Cool. Linda T says, we're in a contract on our home. Will the buyers accept our counter offer this week?
Yes, if you accept a little something that they want. So they come back with a little something and then you're done with it.
Cool. Kathy Weber would like to know how far she will have to drive to her RV appointment.
39 minutes.
39 minutes. Wally and Stacy want to know if they're still moving to Hayden, Idaho this year.
In the summer, I think it's like Athol or Rathdrum, somewhere around there.
John. Okay. We done?
Uh-huh.
Okay. John would like to know if he's going to be driving a Dodge Ram or a Chevy truck after the RV. Why don't you buy both, John? You going to drive a Jaguar or an Aston Martin? How about both? But
You go for the Dodge.
The Dodge. Okay. Congress was able to view the Epstein files unredacted. And shortly after that, some votes changed, didn't they? From no to yes. But they still got to get through this filibuster crap. Pam wants to know will her daughter and family, Tracy, Neil, Ben, and Sam, have a safe flight from New Jersey to Michigan tomorrow? And a return flight back. Will they be all safe?
Yes. Be fine.
Frank wants to know how far he travels to exchange.
$46 minutes.
Jeannie would like to know when her husband Jeff and her grandson Gage are likely to get into med beds.
I think it's like 3 weeks after the appointment.
Okay. Betty O, Montana Treasure, says her creek is dry for the first time in 40 years. What month and year will it be full again? Jen's now a weather reporter.
What month and year will the creek be full?
Yeah. Will it have water in it again?
This fall, you're going to, September, October, something like that, you're going to get a lot of rain. That's going to fill up. Mike, I'm going to send you something on Messenger because I just drew a symbol. Is this a symbol for pi? What symbol is this? I drew it like one little piece at a time, and then what is that?
It's on Messenger. That's like pi. Or, yeah, something like pi. It's not pi, but it looks like it. It's a mathematical symbol of some kind, I think.
314.
I don't know. It's not. I'd have to look it up.
3.14.
I put the picture into Grok. Let me ask Grok.
Well, I was just, it took me like 10 minutes to create that, and I wasn't even thinking about it. So that's something. Means something. 314.
Grok, do you recognize this symbol?
If you guys, I'm not big enough for you guys to see it.
I'm having Grok analyze it.
Okay, cool.
It considers it a symbol for an A.
And what?
It looks like a lambda symbol, but that's not it. It's clearly not a lambda symbol. Anarcho-capitalist symbol is by far the most widely recognized anarchist emblem. It's because it's taking the circle into account.
Oh, I don't want this. I just circled it because I was going to show you. No circle.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask him without the circle. Okay. Let me see what he says. Joshua, with the symbol you drew, the angular pointed A is very lambda-like in shape. Other possibilities include like a car logo. In physics, it's the lambda. No, it doesn't. Grok doesn't know what it is. That's not a good idea.
Here, make me bigger, and I'll show the audience, and they'll see if anybody, because we got a lot of smart people in there. Let's see if it's probably not exact, but do you guys see that?
Yeah. 314 is pi.
Yeah, I know, but I thought it was pi, but I wasn't thinking of anything when I was doing it.
Okay.
I just looked down and I'm like, is it like some other language? I mean, is it some kind of symbol? I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know either. Okay, back to questions. Joshua V would like to know if his dog Winnie has something he wants to say to him.
Is this dog passed?
I don't know. They didn't say.
All right. I listened to you. I'm happy. That's about it.
Okay. Lori asks, for our daughter Jessica's 30th, we sent a gift. We had it tracked and found out she moved to South Carolina. Can you tell me, did she get the package and like it, or was it not a good response? So Lori wants to know if her daughter Jessica got the gift that was sent, and if she liked it.
I think she got it. I don't think it's been opened yet.
Okay. Tim Barfield says, I'm bored with work. Do I need to change to something else or write it out until our event?
Don't do anything right now.
Red, White, and Blonde. Hi, Jen and Mike. Do you see my friend Lorna listening to my advice to contact the mushroom lady? She has stage 4 cancer. So will Lorna listen to the advice?
I do think she gets some.
To the mushroom ladies. Okay. Carolyn would like to know if she's an M or an MM.
Double M.
Double M. Teddy Cassie says, this is Kat. I would love to live near the beach. Will I be moving to Florida or California maybe, and when?
It could be Hebrew, Gina. If you turn it sideways. I do not know how to write in Hebrew, so that would be cool if that meant something. Okay. You know, I am talking to the apostles lately, so.
Yes. Kat wants to know if she's moving to Florida or California maybe.
Florida.
Elisa wants to know when she's moving out of her present living situation.
Another thing, I just saw renewal and 1101. That's your angel number for today. We're trying to get a message through me while I'm doing all of this. So whatever that is, we have this symbol, we have the word renewal, and 1101.
1101.
Now, what was the question again?
Alisa, Alisa, wants to know when she's moving out of her present living situation.
March.
Okay, Carrie Skinner wants to know if she's going to be an M or a B.
M.
Nancy M says, I hear a lot of Sarah's, my dog that's passed, nail. She seems to be coming a lot more often. Can you give me any insight into what's going on? So you think you hear your passed away dog in the house? Okay. Nancy.
Let me see. Let me go to the time when you heard it. Yeah. She's following you around. no one else would have heard that. That was a mediumship thing. You heard that. That was mine's ear. Yeah.
It's so cute when Dave gets up and leaves the room. Barkley follows him. Like, I better be there to help just in case my dad needs me. So,
I've got a shepherd and a big black lab that follow me everywhere I go,
yeah.
all day long, and I'm never alone.
Annette says her granddaughter Salona is 16 months old and is living with us for 6 months. What can we do to help her? Does she have anxiety or attachment issues? So Annette's granddaughter Salona is living with her for 6 months.
I think the biggest problem that she has is feeling neglected. So I would just anytime I would really make sure you're on it anytime she needs something, so she doesn't. So what if she's crying or left alone in the room, like in the bed or the crib, and you take a while to get to her? That's what's going to set her off. It's like nobody's here, nobody's going to help me, nobody's attending to me. I feel alone. So help her feel secure and cared for, and she'll start to forget what happened before.
Okay. Frederica says that symbol in Hebrew means kai or chai. It represents life and being alive. Also means go get a chai tea from Starbucks. So
interesting. Life.
Amy wants to know.
And we have life, and we have 1101. Can somebody look up that angel number 1101? Because we've got a message coming through. I'm just going to tell you. So we got life.
Okay. Amy wants to know.
1101.
Amy wants to know when she's moving to Florida.
Two months.
Jackie, Jacquie, Belfast girl wants to know. She says she's been struggling with some depression the last few days. Can you see what's causing it?
It's definitely an imbalance in your system. It could be sugars or hormones. The energies are affecting some people lately. That's all I'm really getting.
Okay. Nina wants to know if she's an M or a B.
B.
Pam says her daughter-in-law Cindy, will my daughter-in-law Cindy be fine during her exploratory surgery today to find what's causing her breast removal not to heal? She had a breast removed last August and has had trouble since. I'm really sorry.
It has something to do with circulation to the area. Possibly something blocked or not getting enough circulation to the area.
Okay.
They're going to do something, prescribe something to help with that.
Kelly Fontana says angel number 1101 signifies new beginnings, personal development, and spiritual awakening. It encourages you to trust your intuition and focus on positive thoughts to manifest your desires and achieve. Okay.
Oh. Life, renewal, and new beginnings.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're standing on the threshold of something.
Sounds like it to me. Oh, there's Dr. Sarah.
Hi, Dr. Sarah.
Sign to trust your wisdom and intuition, signaling that you're actively manifesting your desires through your thoughts and your intention.
Now, I don't know if that is indeed true, then it could have been a message for me to go ahead and trust that this is just not a random symbol that I drew there. I do think the top part of this is a bit long. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're receiving a message that it's about to all happen. I mean, think about how we've been creating this in our reality and manifesting this all this time.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. I really feel like it's inevitable, and I've seen it coming. I sometimes messages will come through like this, especially 'cause my mom's been in overdrive for like 3 months now. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you really practice your talents and your gifts all day long, every day, you're going to start opening up to new ways that they come through, or they'll try to get through to you if there's a message they really want to get out to the people. And I'm distracted, so I would say putting this together, unless that symbol means something else, I feel like it's something ancient. Hebrew might be correct. Life renewal would be med beds. Um, and then what was the other? New beginnings.
Yeah.
I think we're about there.
Yeah. Mike, can you unban me from your Telegram page? It says I was banned by admin. I have no idea. I don't believe that you got banned for no reason. I don't know what your username was over there, but maybe send a message to Chris. It has to come back in.
You guys
If
really have to be careful not to share things that have links that look like advertisements or spam, because
Yeah,
admin will just think you're a
will
bot and
block
remove
you.
you.
And
Yeah.
also, if you're consistently negative, oh, it's not happening this week. It's not going to be for another 6 months. I'm going to fucking kick you off because
Okay.
I'm tired of it. So knock it off. Thanks. Leanne wants to know if she's an M or a B. Oh, I think we already answered that one.
Yeah. M.
Good morning, Ted, from marvelous British Columbia, Canada. And I'd like you to know 3 things. Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. The United States Olympic hockey team are the gold medal winners, and the Seattle Seahawks are your 2026 Super Bowl champions. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ted. Nice to hang out with you. Okay. I don't have your name. Canny Creek Gypsy just wants to know if she'll exchange in March 2026. Let's hope so. Cindy G, M, or B?
B.
Patricia says, do you see my house number being 1070?
No, it's like starts with 2 1s.
2 1s. Anna wants to know if she's moving to another province in Canada and the timeline for it, if you can figure that out.
I see this taking place in the summer, yes. Do you think there's a move? It's hot and there's boxes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Evelyn wants to know when she will be moving and will I stay in Maine, I think is what she's asking.
You do stay in Maine? Basically just get a better place.
Okay. Kimberly says, will my neurologically compromised son and I have to go on a vacation after our med bed sessions? We'll be gone. I guess it's will be going on a vacation.
I know what you mean. Just stay away from people you know. I have seen where a lot of people are doing that after their. I do think you opt to do that. Just kind of get away from everything for a little while.
Yeah, and get used to your new situation. Jordan wants to know, if I start selling products from a hobby farm, will I be successful?
What is a hobby farm?
I don't know.
Sales aren't very good in the beginning. You really need to get out there somewhere so people know what you have. Really need to be seen. You're going to have to use social media. And if you do that, then yes.
Art Torres, I have an evidentiary hearing March 19th. Will the end result be in my favor or against?
I do think it would be in your favor.
Thomas wants to know whether he'll be able to get a medbed appointment for his mother, Carol, this year. I believe as things are scheduled, that would be a yes.
I see her getting in it.
Good for you. Kim wants to know M or B.
B.
Cool. Viviana says, I'm presently a real estate agent. Do you see me changing jobs within the real estate world? If so, when?
You close up shop.
Okay. Hi, Mike and Jen. My current plan is to relocate to Asheville, North Carolina to start my humanitarian project. When do you see me moving? That's JC, I guess is her name.
You're told that you have up to it's like 9 months or a year before you will hear about anything about getting approved. So it gives you some time. I really do see you doing that, but I really think I'm in August when that happens.
Okay.
You have plenty of time.
Okay. Richard wants to know, with all my problems going on, do you still see me as a big B? You're a big bitch, Rich.
Yes.
You're good, man. Just relax. It's going to happen. Keisha says, my best friend Jen and Mike, my best friend Jen and Mike, can you tell if I have a guardian angel and who are they? Oh, okay. We're your best friends, I see is what you're saying. We love you too, Keisha.
Someone prays for you. You have several angels with you. Who are they? I don't look at your primary. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa J, I'm still waiting on my check in the mail from Georgia. Jen said it comes on a Thursday. She wants to nail down which Thursday, March 5th, 12th, 19th.
I don't know, man.
Come on, just pick one of those.
All numbers. This when stuff. I'm just
5, 12, 19, or 26.
19.
19. Awesome. Eric says, my 91-year-old mother, Shirley, will she make it to a med bed and when? She's in the hospital now for congestive heart failure and kidney problems.
There is a possibility, yes. But you guys asked me if somebody's going to make it. That's not fair.
Not fair.
You're asking me if somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get going.
Keisha, 3 more questions. Keisha wants to know how far she's going to drive for her RV appointment. 2 more questions. Just 1 more question.
Half hour, 45 minutes.
Pretty good. And William wants to know if he's going to be an M or a B.
B.
Heather just dropped us $20. Thank you, Heather. We love you. That is really cool. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. Jen, you gonna do a show tomorrow by any chance?
I don't know. I had so many gift cards to book, and I was booked anyway, so I kind of took some of my time for shows this week.
Yeah.
So I'm just so slammed. I probably won't. I'm working half day on Saturday. I was thinking about doing one on Saturday after that, but by the time I get to Saturday, I might just say screw it and no. So yeah, I'm not making any promises.
I'm always going to do
normal with the shows.
I'm always going to do a Friday show. You know, I'm gonna take Thursday off, and then I'm gonna come back on Friday, and I'm gonna have a special guest and somebody really cool. And I just get up on Friday, and I'm like, I just want to play video games and walk my dog. but you never know. It does occasionally happen. So, all right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. Jen and I will be back on Monday. Keep your eyes out for the next few days. It is a little bit exciting, and I'm hearing good things from multiple angles, as is Jen. So everybody keep your eyes open, be ready, be prepared, be happy, be of good spirits. And
we want to add the angel number 1117 to this message. So if everybody wants to put that all together.
Okay, add the number 1117.
This is what we got.
Here, let me
get that. Can you see it? You see it?
It's a little bright. Change the angle. There it is. Okay. 1117, 1101, 314, which is pi. Life.
I don't know if 314 is relevant, but I thought that was pi at first. I think the top of this symbol is a little bit long on one side. This side.
Yeah.
It should be shorter. I don't know why I'm saying that, but so for people who like to decode my doodle messages, there you go.
It's kind of like a pi symbol, but at an angle. And the value of pi is 3.14159666689, and it just goes on and on forever. So that's interesting. All right. Okay. Jen and I will be back on Monday. Hopefully we are celebrating on Monday. Hopefully we actually aren't on Monday because we're too busy living our best lives like all you guys are. As of now, I'm scheduled for Whiskey and Wisdom, but trust me, I got to feel better than I feel right now if I'm going to do that show. But there will be an interesting Mike Bara's bad dating advice on that show tonight if you want to drop by for that. So little advice for the men and the ladies. All right, Jen, have a great one. I will see you and talk to you next week. I got to set our video here, and we will talk later. Bye-bye, kids.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye.